Hey guys, good day. I hope you're all doing well. Okay, so I believe that I communicated to every one of you that we'll be having a guest today, and so you all should invite your friends and family. Thank you all for joining. My name again is Gina, and this is my page. On this page, we invite people who have traveled outside of their home country to share their experience. So mostly we bring students, and today I'm bringing a very special person who is a personal friend. He owns his own company and he does bring people from Ghana to work in Canada sometimes. And so, yes, um, so I just want to explain to you all that when I mentioned skilled workers, I think it was a bit broad. And so I narrowed it down because he does construction. So I do not want you all to think that, oh, you know, yeah, so that's just by the way. But yes, he's going to tell us the processes that no mostly people go through, the processes that one needs to go through before they're able to come here to work. Okay, so now I'm just going to leave him to tell us just a little about himself. And yeah, so Ernest, if you don't mind, just tell us a little about yourself. Yeah, just in 1 minute or so.
Hi everyone. I hope you can hear me
Mm-hmm.
well. Tina, thank you for this opportunity to share with your
My
fans
followers.
what
Yeah.
needs to be done to get here and work in Canada.
Mm.
Thank you for this opportunity once again. And my name
Yeah,
is Ed
that's okay.
Square. Uh, I'm a CEO of a construction company here in Vancouver, BC. Here, I'm from Ghana, obviously. Right, but I was born in Takwa in the Western region, and
Mm.
I'm actually an Enzima. But
Hey.
I did my schooling in Cape Coast and Takwa. I finished. You used to call UST Takwa
Mm.
campus, but now it's for UST. But before we call it School of Mines,
Oh,
Takwa
okay.
campus. So I started
Mm.
with geological engineering, and then I ended up with a structural. So I'm actually a structural guy. Yes, so that's where I'm here with my family and
Yeah.
everyone else. So,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, guys, thank you for joining. I know that we
Jenna,
have
can
a
you
lot of
hear me very
people.
well? Wanna,
Yes, I can hear you. No, it's you're good. It's very clear. So we're good. We're fine. Yes, guys, if you can hear him, please let me know in the comment section. Yeah, I need to know, but I can hear you clearly, so we are good. Can you hear me? I think you're. So, guys, he's having a little issues with the Wi-Fi, so I guess he's fixing it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you can hear me, that's great. Yeah. So Ernest has been my friend for a very long time. Actually, when I came to um Vancouver way back in 2015. He was the very first friend that I made besides my housemates. Yeah, so he's been my friend for a very long time. And he's also the vice president of the Ghana Association in Vancouver. Okay, so let's just jump on to this
Ghanaian
with the
Canadian,
conversation. Uh, sorry.
Ghanaian Canadian Association of BC.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. So Ghanaian Canadian Association of BC. He's the vice president for that. Okay, so I have some few questions here that I would like to ask. You know, there's been a myth that there's a myth that only people who have gone to school are able to, come to Canada with their degrees and work over here. What do you think about that? What would you say about that?
Yes, to answer your question, yes. And I have explanation. Before I wasn't like that,
Okay. Hey, and if your Wi-Fi is not helping,
but
your Wi-Fi is not. Yeah, you're freezing. You are
If
freezing.
I don't know. Am I?
Oh yeah. So everybody says there's a bit of scratches
Okay,
in the sound, and it sounds really, really bad.
let's try the phone then.
Okay.
Otherwise,
All right. Then probably we'll have to end it and come live
let's
again.
leave.
Okay. Yeah. Or maybe I can just remove you and then you join
Yes,
in again with
yeah,
your phone. Is
and
that
then
okay? Yeah. Okay, let me just remove you
yes,
and join
do that.
again with your
Yes.
phone. Okay, hi guys. Yeah, so that's okay. You'll be joining us very soon. So please don't go anywhere. Invite your friends. This is the time to start tagging people. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah. So he doesn't really do any live videos. And so, yeah, he didn't know that it was going to be like that. So please forgive me. Yes, he will join us very soon. Yeah, so while we are waiting, you can start bringing all your questions. Start writing all your questions because he will be joining us again. He's going to join in with his phone data, so that should be fine. You shouldn't have any troubles, too much troubles with that. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, Ennis has been my friend for a very long time, and there's been occasions or there's been days that way back in like 2016, 2017. Sometimes I'll be going round and round with him looking for an apartment, like places to rent for the people who are joining us. Yeah, so okay, so somebody is asking with the SHS graduate, if your results are not good, first off, you should ask yourself, even in Ghana, will you be able to use that results to get yourself a school? If that is a no, how much more Canada, right? So the best thing, my dear, is for you to Ernest. Okay, so he's joining us. So my dear, the best thing is for you to hello. Okay. Sorry, let me finish answering my question. Yeah, this is great. This is awesome. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yeah, my dear asking the question. Yeah, the best thing is for you to sit down and write your exams again. You can write an object, better your grades. But the thing is, I always say that it's not advisable to come with a degree. I mean, to come to Canada to do a degree. So at least you should have a diploma. When you have a diploma, you can probably do a 2-year diploma program in Canada. Okay, so that's just by the way. This is not part of our conversation. This is actually just a question somebody is asking. So yeah, Mr. Kwa, let's continue with our conversation. So I was asking, so the question here is, so there's a myth that only people who have gone to school and gotten all the various degrees can apply for permanent residence in Canada. Oh, the question is permanent residence. Is that true? This is a question that somebody asked, and I would like you to answer that. So the bottom, the sum up is only degree students or only people who have gone to school in Canada can apply for permanent residence. Is that true, or what do you think about that?
Um, yeah, like I answered earlier, that it goes both ways.
Okay.
So it's true and it's not.
Mm,
So based on your with a trade certification, it's quite different because my for the structural work, my side is more of a highly skilled trade. So our rating is different because it's
okay.
already rated as a higher skilled professional. So it's different. But yes, with immigration, it's tricky. This kind of questions, it's not like permanent. They
Mm,
changes, they varies at a time.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So now, in present, right now, yes, they need a diploma, at least a
Oh,
diploma to to
really?
to
Even for the skilled workers?
to at least boost your, because what the immigration is doing right now is that they are going with points, and then now they've increased the points to so high that
Very high.
you should be able to write the islet and get at least band 7 and above,
Okay.
right, to
Yeah.
qualify you,
Yeah.
in addition to your trade certification,
Okay.
right? And if you are not able to get that high in the IELTS exams or the English
Mm-hmm.
proficiency exams,
Yeah.
then you have to have a backup, which is your
Okay.
schooling from back home,
Mm.
your degrees and your diplomas that you have.
Yeah.
Diploma is good enough. Diploma is
Okay.
good enough to
Okay.
boost your.
Okay. That's fine. We are going to go to the main discussion, but we still need to answer all these questions. Okay. So, are you an immigration expert or a business owner? I think he mentioned that again. He mentioned that before. Sorry. He is a business owner. Do you want to tell us a little about your business?
Okay, so my business is more of a construction. We do
Okay.
structural, and then we do buildings,
Mm-hmm.
bridges, everything about construction.
Okay. And how
So
long have you been doing this in Canada?
in Canada, I would say, good question. Okay, I would say about 13 to 14 years
Yes. Okay.
for the
Okay.
business,
Okay.
for the business. But I've been doing this trade for a while. So,
Yeah. And how many people have you assisted to bring to Canada in this field so far?
oh,
A rough estimation.
I would say 50 to 60.
Wow. Okay. So guys, you
Yeah.
hear that?
Yeah,
Okay.
with my company,
With
but
your
I've
company.
assisted
Okay.
a lot more to the other companies and other fields. But with
Okay.
my company, I would say 50 to 60. Oh,
Okay.
actually, yeah, let's it's a rough estimate. Yeah, it
Okay.
could be
That's
more.
okay. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. So now let's just move to the federal skilled worker program. Yeah. So can you tell me exactly what this whole program is about?
Yes, thank you, Jenna. Yes, it's supposed to be simple, but with immigration, Canada immigration is just kept going
Quite
complicated and
complicated.
quite
Yeah.
difficult now,
Yeah.
and so on. So what it is it's just simple, right? You finding a employee in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
You finding an employer in Canada. You being the employee, find an employer in Canada, sending your resumes to the company, asking them for work. Same procedure
Okay.
that we do in Ghana, sending your resume and looking for work.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now you find one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me use myself for example. Now you send your resumes to 1,000 companies, and then you found me saying, "Hey, I'm interested in what you do, so I would like to hire you."
Mm,
Then he said, "Okay, but now you are in Ghana. For you to come and work for me here in Canada, you need something called work permit.
exactly.
You need something called work permit. And for you to get that work permit, you as an employee don't do nothing.
Mm,
It's for me, the employer, to do the work,
yeah.
to try and get you an LMIA, labor
Labor market
market
impact
impact assessment.
assessment.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the LMIA, I believe nobody wants to see the full meaning of it. Anyways, it's just something to get you working in Canada. Okay, just by the way.
Oh, please hold on. Somebody says no sound. Guys, please, I need to know if you can hear me because we have talked about a lot. Somebody says no sound. Can you
But
hear me?
Jenna, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I want to know if they can hear us. Okay. And they can hear. Okay, please let's go on. Okay, thank you, Coffee Bar, for thank you so much. Please let's go on. I think they can hear.
Alrighty, thank you for the information. So yes, so I need to get something called LMI for you, and that's my
Mm-hmm.
job as an employer to
Yeah.
get that for you. So I do my homework here and what needs to be done to get you the LMI.
Mm-hmm.
So the LMI will come with your name on it, and once you get that, that's it. You have a job. You are allowed to get your work permit and come to Canada. With that
Okay.
LMI, you don't have to do nothing. The rest is with you and immigration.
Hmm.
So now you have LMI to come to work in Canada.
Okay.
Now you
Okay.
need a visa.
So, Ernest, you said, so you mentioned that they need LMIA, and you have mentioned or explained what LMIA is. Can you tell us the processes involved in the LMIA? I know that this doesn't really concern the applicants. It is you, the employer's duty to do all of that. But do you mind giving us a brief explanation of exactly what goes on? Because people, yeah, if you could just give us that.
Yeah, that's no problem. So what it is I, as an employer,
Mm.
have to convince the government of Canada that I'm looking for this kind of workers, and I couldn't find one in Canada here or in my vicinity. Let's say, let me make it short, BC.
Yeah.
So I couldn't find one in BC where we are right now. So for me to do that, I need to advertise the
Mm-hmm.
position. So let's say I want an engineer, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or let's say I need a carpenters, no, but I need kind of call them steel benders,
Still
okay?
bending, yeah.
Let's say I need those people. So and I need a journeyman because laborers are a lot of them here. So you need to specify. So I need a journeyman iron worker. Okay, so I need to advertise this for not less than six months.
Exactly.
Okay, so I send my advertising to all the medias and whatever they can find work,
Yeah.
job bank, whatever. I send
Mm.
it out, and then with my email, my contact information and everything. So mm, in 3 months' time after my posting,
Mm-hmm.
I have to inform the government, which is called Social Service Canada.
Okay.
Service Canada look after these things, so they are in for workers, foreign workers, and then uh,
Yeah.
internal workers and whatever so on. So I need to inform them that after 3 months of advertising, I still haven't been able to
Found. Mm-hmm.
acquire the people that I'm looking for, and I haven't
Mm-hmm.
gotten any.
Okay.
And then if they say, "Oh, keep advertising," then I have to continue. But if they say, "Oh, how they get back to you with a phone call, they don't actually send you email. They call you. They want to see that they are speaking to a real person. So they
Mm.
call you and ask you, how quick or how soon do you need these people? And then
Yeah.
if I tell them right away, they said, "Oh, okay. Do you have any idea of hiring a foreign worker or stuff like that?" And then I will answer them, "Yes.
Mm.
I just have to have my contract going, so I need workers."
Right. Yeah.
And then in 2 days, they will send me an email saying, "You are approved to apply for LMI
Yeah.
for foreign nationals or
Mm-hmm.
foreign workers, which is called temporary foreign workers, TW, temporary foreign workers." So
Okay.
once they send me that email, that means they have given me the green light, the go
Yeah.
ahead to employ people from all over the world, wherever
Yeah.
I want. And we being from Ghana, we like to go Ghana and get
Exactly.
the people from there. So that's how the process goes. So then
Mm.
I sent in they have a documentation that you need to fill, and Canada is a documented country, so they
Yeah.
like to have a lot of documents in front of you. So it's not an easy process, but it's okay because I've been doing it for a while. So
For a while.
then
Yeah.
I send it all in, and then present the names that I wanted, put all the name, whatever,
Who
whoever,
qualified? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
who qualifies, and then I send it in to the Service Canada, and then they come back to me and saying, they ask you a few questions, and
Yeah.
are you able to pay them? How is this? Blah, blah, blah. Are you going to help them to get their permanent? Now they want you to prove to them that when the workers come to Canada, you are going to help them get their permanent residence.
Resident. Okay.
So if you don't
Yeah.
have any plans for to help them to get their permanent residence, you don't get approved, which is good.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
good. So you always have to send your application in with a plan of helping them getting the PR,
Permanent
permanent
resident.
residence in Canada.
Mm.
So we do that and submit it. They review it, and then you qualify, and then they just send you approval notification with all the names on it. So
Mm.
then these guys are allowed to come to Canada and work for
Okay.
you.
When they are in Canada or when they have arrived, how many years do they need to work to be able to apply for their permanent residence?
Nothing less than a year.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, before we go to the visa application, let's summarize this whole thing again. Before you bring somebody from Ghana, does the person need a work experience from Ghana? Okay, for example, somebody goes to whatever school they have to go to, whether university, what's that? University of Mines or whatever it's called, right?
Yeah.
When they go to that school and they have the certificates, and let's say they haven't had a chance to do a national service or they haven't had a chance to work in Ghana for to gain some experience, are they
Yeah.
still qualified for this program?
No. So the reason is before somebody qualifies to become a highly skilled worker or a skilled worker in Canada,
Okay.
there is qualifications. So number one is the person needs to have a trade certificate
Okay.
in the
So wait,
trade.
do they have different types of trade certificates, or do they have a particular one with a particular name for the construction? I mean, for the construction workers.
No, so construction is a broad word. It's like Africa, where
Yeah, yeah. Oh, right.
we have
Yeah,
Ghana, Nigeria,
yeah,
and this.
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
construction has 1,000 trades under it. So we have
Okay.
electricians, we have plumbers, we have masonry, we have steel benders, which we call iron workers. We have uh, we have laborers also. They are all part of construction. We have
Mm-hmm.
the even accountants. We have shipping. We have all this. They are part of the crew. It's a
Okay.
false company. But then,
Okay.
what are you applying for? Are you applying to
Mm-hmm.
become a carpenter, steel
Mm-hmm.
bender, uh, mason?
Mm-hmm.
What are you applying for? So that particular trade that you are applying for, you need to have a certificate for that.
Okay.
So if you want to come here to do carpentry or iron worker, you need to have a certificate for that to qualify you as a
Okay.
international or a
Okay.
journeyman.
So the certificate, it should be at least a diploma.
Oh no, no, trade certificate is different from school other
Oh,
professions, right?
okay. Okay.
So the trade certifications we have the trade guys on your platform they knows they will probably know what I'm talking about, right? So if you are a technical person, you go to university, obviously you get your degree and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the trade,
Yeah.
like if you're doing high, like engineering or stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
for us, yeah. But you, there's a lower stage, right? From the engineering and stuff, it's like a just a trade. In
Okay.
Ghana, we say mkosua juma, mkosua tribo, mkosua hairdressing,
Yeah.
mkosua say this is the trade you are learning. In terms of say
Okay.
mkosua carpenter, I'm going to
Okay.
learn.
mason. Then you follow some
Mm,
mason guy, and then you
yeah.
learn it. And then once you learn it, you need to actually further it to school,
Mm,
technical school too. So, like the school offering our trade, and I heard that they are doing some in Kumasi also, but in Accra it's ATTC, Accra Technical Institute in Kokomrimri, right? If you
okay,
go
so
there,
guys, please, you need to note this down because um, lots of people are sending me questions which I do not have answers to. So please, you need to write this down. So, Okasai, I just want to say in summary, Okusi Jumana, and yet, if you're Wakusia ne one coin chain home, and I say, who be and I'll be a winning our area, Wakusi Jumani, that's not all. You need to go further to do the maybe in that trade, there's a professional one where you can get a certificate, right? Yes. So you
yes,
need to go further to get that to acquire that certificate, and that is when you'll be able to use to apply for the, to do applications outside of Ghana.
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so like what Gina is saying, so just to qualify you, right? Because if
Yeah.
you don't have certificate in the trade, you don't qualify to come to
Mm.
Canada.
Okay.
So just to help you, because when you apply for visitors visa, even whatever, they ask you to support it with whatever document you have, school
Mm.
certificate, work, even your land, your house that you have. They
Yeah.
want you to support it with it. They want to see that you are financially sound. And
Yeah.
so with the trade, so the same. They want to know that you are knowledgeable
Mm.
on that trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in
They want to,
any field, you have to prove yourself
you have to
that
prove yourself. Exactly.
yeah.
That's the word. Right. So
Mm.
to prove yourself, you need to have the certificate. Number one, you need to work in that field for 4,500 hours
Okay.
as a journeyman. Before you
Okay.
become a journeyman in every trade, you need to work 4,500 hours. That is not less than 2 years,
Mm.
2 years to 3 years, right?
Okay.
If I'm doing
Okay.
a job, if I finish my school and then I'm working in the field, for me to have like strength in that field, if I work 2 years in that field, you know everything. You know that some questions
Yeah.
comes, you're able to answer, right? So
Okay.
you have to have that.
Okay.
So you can't just go and learn work from wherever and then be like, oh, I know this trade, so I'm going to apply to go to Canada, right? You
Mm.
won't qualify because you need to prove that, oh, I started learning this job from this year and I completed it and then I worked for this company. So another requirement that you need is to prove the certificates from the companies that you worked from. In Ghana, we call them testimonial.
Yeah.
So if you're a trade person, whenever I used to work in the sector of Ghana,
Mm.
uh, when you are from one project to the other one, they close it and then they give you a testimonial saying Asumesi was worked with us from this date to this day on this
Yeah.
project. That
Mm-hmm.
is number one. So
Okay.
all these certificates and testimonials, you they are going to calculate. You can add it up yourself, right? I worked 5 months in this company, 3 months, 1 year in this company, 2 years in this company. You add it together, and if you are like 2 years, 3 years and over, you already qualify for the hours that they are talking about.
Okay. Somebody is asking a very important question. He says, so Millicent says, is there a cutoff age for people who have this certificate and want to come to Canada? Is there a cutoff age?
Yes.
Oh,
So
really?
in Canada, if you are 50, don't waste your time, right? Because
Okay.
how long do you have to come and work here, right? So
Exactly.
from 50,
Mm-hmm.
they already consider you as a little weak,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't think that you come, especially in the construction field, right? They don't
Mm.
think that you have the strength to, display or strength to prove like what you do.
Yeah.
So from that 50 and above, I think you shouldn't waste your time because
Okay.
it's a question on it.
Okay. All right.
It's
So
not
let's come back.
it's not official, but with my experience bringing people to Canada to work, and with my experience as an employer, I'm just saying this based on my experience, and
Okay. Yeah.
I know
So
it's a fact. Yeah,
yes. So yes, it's this is not coming from the immigration. That is not what the immigration is telling you. This is based on experience and having been in the system for quite a long time, right? Okay. So now, so guys, we have discussed exactly what you need, all the certification you need, and how the LMI process is like. After somebody gets the LMIA, what next? I believe is the visa application. Is that correct?
that is correct.
Okay. And if somebody has LMIA, is it 100% guaranteed that the person will get a visa?
No,
Okay. Okay. Even before you elaborate on that, so guys, you all need to understand that. So when you're coming to Canada, being it school, being it work, you can go as much as doing everything, getting everything. And when you get to the visa, sometimes when people reach out to me and I'm doing school applications for them, they are like, oh, Gina, why this? Why this? Why this? We guide you, we help you, okay? We do our best to put on a very, very strong application. However, the decision doesn't lie on me. I'm not CIC, I'm not immigration, but we have been doing this for a while, and so we put in our best. So we can say that 90 or even 80 out of 100 it's successful. But you all need to know that I am not an immigration consultant, or like I am not a, I mean, I have friends, I have people that I work with, my team, I have some who are immigration consultants, but I am not the Canada immigration. Like I don't issue visas. Okay, that is something that I need you all to understand. Okay, so let's come back to the visa application. So why is it a no?
yeah, that's a good question. I believe in everyone on your platform would like to hear. So it's the LMIA is a guarantee that you can come to Canada. You can,
Canada, yeah,
but
yeah,
it's not you should. You
yeah,
can, but
you
it's
can,
not
yeah.
you should. So
Mm-hmm.
you can come to Canada,
Mm-hmm.
but the
Yeah.
rest is based on yourself. You have to be able
Mm-hmm.
to demonstrate to the Canada immigration that you are coming for work,
Mm-hmm.
and when your term is over, you are going to return to your home
But
country. That is
yeah,
number
I
one. You
those
have to
things.
demonstrate.
It's so funny. It's so funny, eh? You see, they don't just want to know that. I say, oh, you want to come and stay, even though they know that in the end everybody would like to stay, right? But immigration guys, they don't want to know that. Oh, it's so
And it's right.
funny. Yeah, it's
And
because
it's right. It's funny. I'll tell
yeah.
you one thing.
Mhm.
So when we are doing the LMI for people, they want us to
Yeah,
put a plan down to have
yeah,
these people stay in the country to get their permanent
mm,
residence.
yeah.
Meanwhile, when you are applying to
Want
come
to
here,
get a
they
visa,
want you
yeah.
to tell them that I'll return
I will
after my
return.
period, right?
Yeah, and
So,
it's
which is
so
so,
funny. Even when we are doing school applications, right? Or in the letter, the explanatory letter, so that in Canada we don't go for interview. So when you're writing the letter to explain yourself as to why you want to come and all of that, you need to be able to prove to them that, oh, I want to come to school. Maybe I'm a nurse, I'm an HR, I'm this and that. I want to come and learn, acquire more knowledge outside, and go back to my home and impact my community. Like you should be able to convince them that that is what you want to do. Yes, even though you might end up probably going back to Ghana one or two times, to do something, but most 100% of the time, or 99.9% of the time, everybody wants to say, yeah, that's just by the way. So
Yeah.
please continue.
So that's the one you have to approve to them,
Yeah.
and then you have to prove to them that
Mm,
you are also uh, financially sound back
okay.
home. With the
Mm,
work, they don't ask too much from you to show your bank
okay.
account and this and blah blah blah. For most of people that
Oh.
will get here, they don't even have to show like their pay is going into their account because they know that
Mm,
in Ghana sometimes we pay cash. So most of them we just write was paying cash because Ghana is
okay.
allowed to get paid
Yeah.
with cash.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you have that's what I said. If you have a LMI approved, your requirement is very minimal. You don't need much, right? But at the same time, you have to be truthful. You have to prove to them. You have to show yourself.
Mm,
This is
yeah. It's okay. Hey, somebody says, Georgina says, what is LMIA? Georgina, we have talked about this already. We have talked about this already. You may, so it's labor market impact assessment, and we have explained what it is. So after this video, you probably have to go back and watch. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Somebody says, what about the unskilled people? Unskilled people,
yeah,
like,
yeah. I got that question.
yeah,
So yeah, I just used the skilled people for example, right? But it's the same procedure for everyone.
it's the same procedure
Yeah,
for everyone.
if you are coming as a
Actually,
cleaner, it's a
mm,
skill. Cleaning is a skilled work, right? Nothing like unskilled. Laborers will say unskilled, but it's hard to
yeah,
say I want a helper, right?
mm,
I want to
mm-hmm,
give LMI for a helper. Now it's
mm,
to immigrations, yes. It sounds like crazy. There's a lot of helpers here that you can hire, right?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
but if you're a cleaner or let's say these people that the nanny, they are all skilled work. It's not
mm,
skilled. It's not just the construction or whatever, right?
yeah, yeah,
If you are accountant or whatever, they are all accountant. It's all skilled work.
yeah,
It's all professional jobs, right?
mm-hmm,
So it's all
mm-hmm.
the same procedure.
Yeah. So guys, I think I have a video that I'll be making myself. It's the process. I mean, so I'm going to teach you all how you can look for jobs that are willing to sponsor people outside of Canada. Okay, I'll just try my best to do it probably within this week or next weekend because I'm very busy, which is why I just do my videos once in a week. Yeah, so I will try my best to do this video. I will teach you the step-by-step process. So after that video, you all can go through whichever field. I know people who came here with teaching. Actually, next week I'm going to have a guy on the show who came here as a teacher. I think he's from Nigeria or Ghana, and he came here with his teaching certificate, and he was able to get it, right? And it wasn't the construction field. So in any field, whether you're a degree holder, whatever, you can get a job here. But this is the process. And mind you, it doesn't take like, it's not a quick thing. It takes a while. It will take up to 1 year for you to finish the whole process and even do the visa process too. So that's it, by the way. How about sewing? I'm not sure about that. They are all like we are saying. You may probably want to find a fashion company or like a big company that does that and apply. And
Yeah,
with the application, let me tell you something. The truth is, even people in Canada, when you're looking for a job, it's not that easy, right? So with the application, you have to apply for so many jobs. I can tell you that maybe 1 out of 20 will get back to you. So you don't give up. And if you want me to do that for you, no, I won't do that for you. That is why I'm bringing you this information. But very soon, within this week, I promise I'll come up with that video so that you all can see exactly what to do. Okay, please, Dennis, let's go ahead with the visa application.
yeah. So yeah, so we've said of proving to that you're going to return to your home country,
Yeah.
and two, we've said that you have to prove to the officer that you are financially sound, right?
Mm,
And then you have to give a reason. Family ties.
family time.
So you have to give a reason why you think like I'm going to come back. You just don't say it, right?
Yeah.
So I will come back because I have my family. This is my wife, my two kids that I'm leaving behind, right? Meanwhile, when you get your visa and you come to Canada, those people can follow you right away, you know? But
Exactly.
you still have to
Yeah.
show that, you still have to say that, oh, I'm leaving my wife and my kids behind, or I'm leaving my husband and my kids behind, which make them believe that when you go, you're coming back for your kids,
You.
right?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
why they give you multiple visa, multiple entry visa, so that you can go back and forth to see your family and come back and stuff. So they kind of think about us, they think about you, but at the same time, they don't want to tell you, you know, like they make it kind of surprises for you, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
don't have to get that into your head. So once you do that, and then you have to be truthful and honest, right? I know some people they apply for visas in UK, they refuse them. They change their name, do another passport. They apply for US, they refuse them. Then they try to apply for Canada and they try to say I didn't apply for US. You know, you're lying to yourself because the system is now, and one thing about that you can't do that anymore. Before we used to do that, like you go to Australia and then they refuse you, you change your name to Amina Baba, and then you come to Canada to apply for Canada with that name. Now, just as your application goes into the system, they ask you to go and do biometric. Okay, and
Oh.
with that biometric that you're doing, even if you penetrate through Ghana and guess your destination in Canada or in the US, just as you enter and just as you put your thumbs on that machine, your history is there. Oh, the same fingers was refused in the state. The same
Yeah.
fingers was refused in Germany. The same fingers was refused here. Then they go through your application and they like, hey man, you said you never applied for US visa before. You said you never applied for Germany visa before. But you did, and they refuse you this year. And that is you start scratching your head, and that's when you are going back to your country, okay? So, and that is a 5 year ban, to be honest with you. It's a 5 year ban
Yeah.
from Canada, US, and then United Kingdom.
Yeah.
And you might never be able to travel again. So don't do it.
Yeah.
When you are refused, they tell you the reason why they refuse you. It's not an evil. It's like you doing a mock exams for your final exams and then failing. They tell you where your weakest point was, and you need to work hard on that point,
Yeah.
that areas, so that you can become successful. So when they refuse you and they tell you, oh, your uh, financials wasn't strong enough, and then your family ties wasn't good enough, we don't believe that you go to Canada, you come back. They give you the hint, the ideas to apply again. So now you're going to put informations that will make them believe that, oh, although I was refused the first time, this time I've worked on this, I've worked on that, I've worked on this. So they're gonna say, oh yeah, he noticed where he was weak and he worked on it, and now let's give it to him. So
Okay.
that is there. So
Okay.
don't try to lie, just be honest and then apply. Like I
All
said,
right.
with a work permit, your your percentage of getting into Canada is so high, like 90%. The 10% is just from you.
Okay. 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 So after the person gets a visa and they come to Canada, I think we already spoke about that, right? Because they work for a minimum of 1 year and then they can apply for their permanent residence.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, so we spoke about that. And yeah, so I think we have exhausted all the questions. Lots of people, I think we have some few questions, but let's see if wow, oh, there's a lot of questions. Okay. So Ernest, if I may ask, are you currently or I mean, how is the system like now? Are you still bringing people in this year or next year?
I do bring people.
Okay.
It's just tight right now. With the Ghana system, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
go there. But with Ghana
Yeah.
system, is so complicated. They have
Yeah.
agents in Ghana that are manipulating the system and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But as I'm talking right now, I have 14 guys coming from Mexico next week.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then I have three people from India because it's easy. There's
It's
no
easy.
agent that the government doesn't say your process has to go through this agent before we can approve to them and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? With Ghana, it's different. You have to go through some agents and then do some process and all this and blah 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 before you can get here. System is kind of monopolized in
Yeah.
Ghana, and so I do. But if you are in Ghana right now and you're asking for this, maybe I can help much easier if you are in different country from Ghana.
Yeah.
Not West Africa to be honest, but if you are
Mm-hmm.
like in Europe or Germany or in the United States or wherever,
So
other
in that
other
case,
countries, it's easy for
if
me.
they are in that case, if they are in other country, will the certificate show the certificate be of that country?
It doesn't matter. Certificate is certificate. Wherever you got a certificate
Okay.
from, it's not. It's
Yeah.
where you are coming from, right?
Okay.
When I send my application in, they're not gonna refuse it because it's so expensive. So let me make this clear to you. Like for me to do a LMI for one person is very expensive.
It's
I have
expensive.
to pay a lawyer. I have
Mm-hmm.
to pay the immigration fees,
Mm-hmm.
right? Plus, I have to one like a lot of things, advertisements and
Yeah.
all this. It's a
Yeah.
cost. So
Yeah.
if I put 10 people application in and then get refused, I've already lost like 50 to
A lot of
100,000,
money.
right?
Yeah. So
So
how much does it roughly cost? Do you mind sharing?
the government application for LMI is just 1,000
It's just
for one
1,000.
person,
Okay.
$1,000 for one person.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the rest will come from your who you have to pay to get things
Yeah.
going for you, right?
Okay.
So depends on every lawyer. It doesn't have any fixed amount. And we don't
Amount.
charge you. We don't charge you for bringing you. It's
Mm,
all this money that you guys pay is for your agents and your consultants, right? Who is
yeah.
helping you to get here. But the
Mm-hmm.
employers that don't charge you for getting you here.
Yeah.
So if you're paying it, you're just paying for the lawyers and all this blah, 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 for
Yeah.
yourself. So that might cost
Okay.
you more, right?
Okay. Okay. I think we are good. Okay, let's see. So for now, you can say that you are not looking to bring people from Ghana.
Right now, I think so.
It's difficult, yeah. But guys, if you want to do the application yourself, yes, like I'm saying, I'm going to do a video on the step-by-step
Here,
processes
here,
to.
here. Let me get this. Let me correct this.
Okay.
We're bringing people from Ghana, but
Okay.
you have to go through an agency. So
Okay.
that uh, when you contact, because I'm not doing advertising for any agency here, so I'm not going to mention any
Oh,
name or
other names.
whatever it
Yeah.
is. But
Mm.
Gina, I'll probably give the information to Gina to
Okay.
direct you when you contact
Okay.
her, so
Mm.
that you go through the right path. And if you go there, it might take longer, but it's the right channel
It's the right
to get
channel.
you here. Yeah, to get
Okay.
you
Yeah.
here.
So, guys, so no, wait. Which people are you looking for though?
Right now we are hiring iron workers.
Just iron workers. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ebusian for we
Oh,
iron worker.
there might be others. So it's still you get whatever trade or whatever profession that wants to travel.
Hmm.
Uh, when I give you the information or you give me that information, I will check to see if you are bringing this kind of people because there's
Okay.
different agencies for different fields, right?
Okay.
That
And
so based
somebody, I,
on
I remember one offhead, somebody texted me. The person said he's a chef. I have so many. Okay, so guys, just a quick one. I've gotten so many text messages. Look, 16. Sorry, morning, right? It's been 16, so I haven't read the messages yet. So please pardon me. I'm very busy. Probably after this interview, I'm going to read it. But yes, about so many people. Obisi or your chef, Obisi or your way. So I don't know. So when I
So,
get the information,
Gina, so, they don't have to sit there for somebody to do the work for them. There's the
exactly.
internet everywhere, right?
Mm,
You go to the internet, Canada, you want to come, go to Canada, look at jobs in Canada, looking for job in Canada.
yeah,
Then a lot
that
of,
is the video I want to do for them because
yeah,
I
a lot
know
of
that
jobs shows up.
everything. Yeah.
You start applying with your experience and whatever, your resume and everything. If you apply 20, at least three will contact you and say,
Mm,
hey, we are interested in your resume and we want to get you here. And then you tell them, oh, you are in Ghana, but most of the employers don't even know how to go about LMI, doing
LMI.
LMI.
Yeah.
So this is when you bring Gina in, right? You tell Gina,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I've gotten this company in Canada. They want to hire me, but I told them the LMI and they don't know what it is. And then
Mm,
you tell, if you tell the company that you have somebody that can help, then
mm-hmm.
you let Gina know. Gina will let me know, or Gina will try to assist, right? We just contact
Yeah.
that employer and then we show him what to do, and then
Mm,
it's easy. Because they
yeah.
like Canada, especially, they like, no, they are everybody. We are all busy here, right? We want
Yeah.
somebody that will say, okay, I'll take the lead for you. I'll just give me that, and I'll do it for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mm-hmm.
once you get something like that, once the most difficult part is finding the employer. But once you find the
That
employer,
is work. It's
yeah,
true. Yeah.
once you find the employer, the rest of it, don't worry about it. Contact
Mm,
Gina, right? And then Gina will contact me, and
yeah.
then we will take it from there. Once you
Yeah.
get a employer, we will do 90% our best to get
Yeah.
you up here.
To get you here. Yeah. So guys, more
We're not gonna charge
contacting
you
me.
for anything. So don't worry about money or
No,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah. So guys, more contacting me say, oh Gina, you see, it's not easy. Even me myself, when I'm applying for jobs here, you get a job, oh, you can do any job you want to do, but for you to get like a good job that you think you want to do, you have to apply for a lot of them. And I'm telling you, maybe 2 or 3 out of 30 will contact you. So if you really want to do this, sit down. And I'm saying that I'll do a video on that, how to apply for a job. Sit down, look for qualification, look for jobs, apply. Unya company or say, yeah, but yeah, LMI, contact me because me personally, like NS said, me my bida. NS is also somebody who does it for people, so he knows how to do it, right? So yes, any amount that you have to be charged, we will charge you and we will do it for you. But like he's saying, it's just the government charges, and to say me, I'm offering you my service, right, for doing that for you. So you don't expect that I will, like give you my services for free. That is not free. I want you to understand that, okay? Yeah. So I think you're coming in area. You're doing common area. Oh,
Pretty much, pretty much.
yeah.
I come
Yes,
cry then. One can cry sometimes, but yeah.
I know. Okay, so guys, yeah, so that's about it. There's oh man, there's questions need also, but I don't know if we can. Okay, nice. Okay. Let's see. Oh, SHS no. Is it possible for someone to get employment with companies with Oh yeah, we have data. We have discovered that yes, dishwasher. I mean, you see, some things doesn't really. It's not very strong. Somebody is mentioning dishwasher and nanny is possible because I know a nanny site website that needs people to come to Canada. It is possible. You just have to apply.
Nani
You
is
just
a
have to apply.
Nani is a different program
Oh,
altogether.
oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
just have to look for employer.
Hey, somebody is asking, hi, Jenna, can someone who drives a trailer truck over here? Yes, guys, good. Thank you so much, Samuel, for Samuel Contain or something. Yeah, why are there? Canada needs drivers. Canada needs drivers, and
Plus
it's
one.
very Yeah, +1.
Class one, you
Ernest,
need to
can you
know.
tell us about that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
class one.
if the person is driving a trailer already, he knows, right? You have to know
Mm-hmm.
your air brakes, and because there's a special test that you're going to write for over the air brakes system, air braking system. And then, yeah, but yes, that we, okay, Gina, get his name and
No,
his
no, no, no.
information.
You know what? Attention to detail. Question, let me read it again. I say, can someone who drives a trailer truck over here in Ghana come to Canada with a visitor's visa, attend a driving school, and finally get a job as a truck driver in Canada? It is
Yes,
possible, but
yes.
it will require a lot of them because you came here as a visitor. Even when you are here as a visitor, you still have to apply.
No,
But it
so
is easy because they need truck drivers.
no, it's better that way actually. I like it that way. Gina.
Oh, really?
So yeah, the government has implemented some new scheme for visitors to
Okay.
stay as a student and to work in Canada. All what you need to do is to find school and then find uh, employer.
Mm.
So this is a hint that I'm gonna give to you guys on platform right now, right? If
Guys,
you
write
have the
it down.
if you have the financial ties to apply for a visitor's visa,
Mm-hmm.
just a visitor's visa to get here and then demonstrate your trade. Like if you have a good profession, it's a good timing. You have 6 months when you enter to find an employer and to get an LMIA. Okay,
Mm.
so it's easy that way, right? When
Okay.
you apply from Canada, Ghana, and you have to do the visa and all this process,
Yeah.
it takes so long and they ask too much from you, right?
Yeah.
But when you come here as a visitor, like now I know a lot of people getting visitors. Keep your profession. Don't show it on your business application or whatever, and then get here. Once you get here and you want to go to school, just apply for the school. And that you don't even have to show much, right?
Mm.
Especially for work, you find an employer, they do the LMI for you. You just go to the border and get your work permit right away. Done.
And you come back inside. Oh,
Done.
that's good.
Right?
Yeah.
So for the
Okay.
professional people and then the trade workers, if you can get here as a visitors, it's way better for you
It's way better. All right.
than to wait for
Okay.
employer and look for employer. Because if I see you right now, I can hire you right away. Like I said, all the Ghanaian coming here as a visitors that have experience in the trade, it's just 2 days work for me. I just hire them right away and get them work permit.
Oh, wow.
Easy. But for me to bring you from Ghana, I
It's
can't
not
go through that kind of hassle process, right? Yeah, you chrono, more do.
in my thing. Hey,
Yeah,
hassle pa.
more do, much.
Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Um, okay, yeah. So teacher. Yeah. So as a teacher, Bashir means Judith. I will bring somebody on the show next week. He told me that Gina, yes, I came as a teacher. He will be the best person to give us all the information needed. Okay. Somebody wants a scholarship for a college of farm animal. Okay, we'll talk about that later. And can we help nurses from Ghana get work? Okay, no. For nurses is a no. That is what I know. Is that correct? Um,
Yes, yes,
what I know. Okay, so you talk.
it's not no, right? It's yes, but it's not right away.
It's not right away.
If you are in Ghana and you are able to challenge the nursing certification
Mhm.
exams here,
Mhm.
which I can give you the information, right? If you're able
Yeah.
to challenge it from there, learn and then do it either online or in
Mhm.
person. In person is
Yeah.
hard because you're in Ghana, right? And then yes, then you pass it. They give you the certification to become a nurse, and that way they want you
Yeah.
here. But it's a long process.
For for the nurses, yeah, for the nurses, what I know is that you will have to convert. You have to do something to convert your licensure to the Canadian equivalent. And most often it's easier when you are in Canada, when you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're doing it in Canada. But like for you to do it outside of Ghana, I'm not sure. I mean, you can do that, you can try, but that is
Well,
not something
get
that
more
I will be
information.
working
Get
on
more
that.
information and then get back to them next time.
Yeah, okay, okay. So please, how do we contact NS? No, NS, somebody is
No.
asking how they can contact you. No,
Through
no,
Gina.
guys, I'm sorry.
Through
Yeah,
Gina.
you have to pass through me.
Yeah. Go through Gina.
Yeah. And please, when you're sending me message, don't send me hi, how are you? Just go straight to the point. Hi, Gina, I am this. This is what I'm looking for. Da 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 da. Da. What is the? Don't send me hi and expect me to come back and say hi and how. Oh, come on, I can't do that now. See, there are so many messages. See, I think I may know call back and forth. Hi, hi, come on. Okay, a care assistant job a bit. Okay, my dear, clarify the visitor's visa to work permits. He got it wrong. The IRCC website didn't say that. Okay, so Ja, that's what you're saying, but this is what we are also saying because we've had situations or we've had cases where people have been able to do that.
He
Okay,
said
so
what?
yes,
What was what he said?
the question says, he says, hi, my dear, please ask him to clarify the visitor's visa to work permits. He
Okay,
got
so
it
I've
wrong.
done 4 last week.
Okay, you
I've done
see?
4
So
last
he
week.
says,
From visitors
IR,
to work permit. I've done 4.
yeah,
And
IRCC
then
didn't
for
say
that I
that.
can give you the
Exactly.
information. I can give you the names for the people for them to contact them and see if it was true or not, right? That
Mm-hmm.
as long as it's not my name and I'll tell them that
Yeah,
somebody will contact them and see if they really came as a visitor and got a work permit, right?
yeah.
So
Okay, yeah, yeah.
the person can contact you. I'll give you the name, and then they can call the person directly to ask that what did they
Okay.
come to Canada for, and then
It's not necessary. It's not
what I got
necessary.
for them. No, no, I want them to
Yeah.
believe what we are saying here, that we are not just
I know, but unless people know you, lots of people in Vancouver know you.
no, no,
Ohunim will be a work Canada Vancouver. You can ask him who NS is, NS Qua is, okay?
no,
And
no. So it's not them
anybody
knowing
that
me.
I bring,
It's
yeah,
them believing what we are saying here,
you are
right?
saying, okay, yeah.
So we just
Yeah,
want them to know
that's
that.
just by the way, that is fine.
Yeah,
That's okay,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I think we are good now. We have said everything that needs to be said, every question that needs to be answered. Please, if you do not have any other questions, I think this will be it. Oh, video has been 1 hour. Oh my goodness, I thought we were going to spend like maybe 30 to 40 minutes, but it's been 1 hour. It's been very informative. So guys, please do share the video. Thank you all for joining. Yes, next Sunday, right about this time, we will have another interview with a guy who came as a teacher. Mohammed, hey, what was your question? Please, what was your question? Oh, forklift drivers. Oh, forklift operators. Please, what about forklift operators?
So
It is
it's
possible.
still the same. You find an
It's still
employer,
the
you look
same.
for employers, right? Here, forklift
My
is not
dear,
a. It's not a. I won't say it's a. Everybody that works in a warehouse knows how to operate forklift,
forklift,
right?
yeah.
So maybe other machines, but with forklift, I don't think.
So,
But
Mohammed,
everything is
your
possible.
best,
Everything is
yeah,
possible, right?
the best and easiest way will probably for you to, just come in with a business visa. Hey, there's been, I heard a news quite recently, somebody was given a month, and this is something that I haven't seen before. Somebody was given a month business visa. So if you even apply for a business visa, right, and you come in, immediately you have your agenda. So immediately you get to Canada, you start applying for jobs in the warehouses,
I
right?
don't
And
know the one month you are talking about. I don't know if that's the one that I heard about that I
yeah,
was
the one
called
we're
for.
talking about the last time we met.
Yeah, so he wasn't
Yeah,
given
the same
one. He
thing.
wasn't given 1 month. He
Oh no.
something happened. That's why they gave him 1 month to go back. So
Oh,
something
okay.
happened, but
Okay.
yeah, we don't have to say it
Okay.
here. But yeah, they won't give
Yeah.
you 1 month. It's their time wasting, and they won't waste their time to give you
Yeah.
1 month visa, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. Please, Jenna, let him drop. No, no, no. He doesn't have an agency in Ghana. Am I correct?
You have to come
Somebody
through to.
says, somebody says, drop your agency in Ghana.
No, I don't have agency. I'm not here
No,
for
he
that.
doesn't. He doesn't. No,
No.
he doesn't have an
I just
agency in
direct you
Ghana. He's
to. I
here.
just direct you to the proper people that I think they can help you.
Yeah. So, like he said, whatever field you are in, you just send me a message. I will give you where you. I know most of them are in Tema. Yes, he told me that already. So yeah. So he will tell me the exact agency you need to go to, and I'll give you that information. We are not going to advertise for them, right? So we can't say that here on this platform. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. How are you going to get employer? You, Susie, you have to search online. And I mentioned that I'll bring a video on that. Sister Amy, please, how can we contact? You can't contact him, my dear. I'm sorry. You will have to contact me. Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much, Mr. Park, for joining me today. Wow. I'm really grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Please, more info about the truck drivers. I think we've
Thank,
said everything we need to say. It's 1 hour. We don't want to go extra mile with this video. So I think that will be it. Guys, I really appreciate your time and everything, Mr. Kwa. Thank you so much. Is there anything you want to say again?
thank you for having me, and you're doing a great job. And helping this with your own time is something that you are doing
Yeah.
good. Myself, I'm a community person. I like to help the community.
Yes.
So if I see people helping like this, I'm
Yes.
so
Yeah,
happy to
so
do that.
when people come and
Yeah,
we are going to the airport to meet them,
yeah.
myself and Ernest, yeah, that's what we do. So yeah, he's my friend, he's my friend. Yeah, so yeah, he helps a lot of people here. So yeah, Mr. Pa, let me leave you for now, okay?
Thank you,
Just
thank you.
go. Kona kodi ufufu na wai.
Ah, I Jokora.
Okay,
Okay.
bye bye.
Bye.
All right, yeah. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much. I appreciate your love and support. Thank you all for your questions. Send me your questions, but please, I need you to be very patient with me. Questions are about my friends, and I'm very exhausted for the day already. After this video, I'm probably just going to rest. I will answer you, even if it takes 2 days, trust me. Okay, after 2 days, if you don't hear from me, please send me a message again. Okay? Yeah, it's not intentional, but yeah, I'll try my best. So thank you for joining. I'm going to end the video. I love you all. Do share this video. Do have a great week and take care. Bye.